So, you guys find yourselves kind of walking through this sewer system, or I guess we should say into the sewer system from the broken wall in the crypt. It doesn't look like a recent breakage. There's not like fresh dust or anything of the sort. Much like the path that Albus had found, it seems well traveled enough. Any extra debris or whatnot has clearly been kicked or moved aside. This is just a firmly broken hole in the wall, bricks still sticking out on the far edges of it. You know, enough room was made and enough room is had. You guys basically step out into the sewer system. That's certainly what this looks like. You can see, and I suppose to some degree smell, the water kind of flowing. There's some like grating that runs across, and there is moving water underneath it. And then there is sort of stonework on both sides of it. To the right was like one direction, and to the left is another direction. On the wall, or on the sort of right side of the wall, as you guys are looking at it, is one of those cog symbols, which would, given the other clues that you followed so far, seem to indicate that that is the direction that you should head.
I'm next to Ross, so I'm gonna be like, it's a little weird, right? That it seems so such limited defenses. It wasn't that hard for us to find, and all it took was pushing a slab, and now we're in here. It just seems really easy.
I guess it's just a question of how much people go to the cemetery. If there's not that much traffic there in the first place, maybe no one can stumble upon it, or even if someone's found it, maybe they don't understand the cog thing and they don't want to come to a place that's this dingy.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, what does it smell like? Is it like nice? Is it pleasant?
I mean, not really. Unlike the music, which is very pleasant.
Very pleasant.
We're on our way.
The smell here is a little less so.
Okay.
It's not exactly like really foul or anything. It's not like this just is like pure sewage, but like it's definitely dank. It's definitely like it's just not clean fresh water. There's a certain level of like stagnantness to it, like a little moldy, whatnot. Like this definitely feels like the place that like probably doesn't see a lot of attention, like not for cleaning or anything of the sort. But yeah.
Do I still smell like anything more than that? Or does everyone kind of smell what I'm smelling?
No one can smell what you smell, Elvis.
I'll say you've got
I'm a ghost.
Done all.
And I did crit last time if you want to include that in there.
I think that I guess the question is, are you trying to say like, can you still smell which direction things go, or like, are you just trying to like see if you still smell the same thing?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if like there's anything that might stand out as a smell that out of place, or just something that's very distinguished or noticeable.
The kind of trail that you've been following so far, like I kind of described, had hints that are very similar to sort of like the equipment that you might have found in like Gunnulf's lab, which is to say there's a certain maybe chemical or acrid smell to it a little bit, and that is maybe the one thing that smells a little out of place, especially in a place this dirty. The smell of like potential like chemicals is a little odd, since I mean, it's not like they're being used to clean anything or anything of the sort. So, yeah,
Got it.
yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, in the sewer, some of the other smells like the metal and stuff like that. There is metal here in the sewers. Some of the smells get a little bit more, ever present. So it becomes a little bit harder to pick a lot of them out. But you can still find that through line in the smell vision here of which way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smidgen,
So-
that's what it's called. Smell vision.
I don't like that.
Smidgen.
Yes.
I don't like that.
Smidgen. The smidgen. Okay. Yeah. The smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anti feel or what was it? Anti caboose. So
yeah,
no,
anti-feel.
I know there's too many other senses. For you to do that.
Anti-feel in here. Only you smell and see.
Wait, what? Do you touch it? Are you touching it? Are you
Fuck.
touching that? You got 4 other ones.
Does
I
Marie-
like schmizzen.
does Marie
Schmizzen is it.
care?
So, Albus, you are in the lead here. Do you continue to go further?
Yeah, I just keep walking further. Does the scent of that metal or like that kind of Gunnolf shop smell get stronger as I'm walking?
It does, actually. The smell of chemicals and even to some degree, boy, how do I describe this smell? Like maybe you would recognize it as like a blacksmith, smelted metal, a workshop, that sort of thing. Like that almost burning metallic kind of smell. You're actually picking that up from further down in the sewers somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like Lassie.
I want to convey that to the rest of the group just to make sure that they're all on the same page of what I'm doing right now. So
Sure.
just kind of tell them I'm getting smells of Gunnolf, your shop almost. The similar smells that I'm picking up from there,
So like,
which seems out of place for a place like this.
absolutely, it seems like okay. Yeah, people are working down here. They must be working on the limbs that we had been told about. So, yeah, we're heading in the right direction.
And Gunnolf, I would say that now that he's called it out, the smell, you can probably detect it as well. That now that
You
he's
don't.
pointed it out,
There's
You are-
there's
you are
isopropyl alcohol and
yeah, it
Okay.
was one of those things that you didn't notice at first, both because it is a very faint smell and because you're very used to the smell. It wouldn't be uncommon for you to carry that smell with you as you go around, and as with most
Right.
things, you tend not to smell yourself. So it's such a similar smell that you never would have thought twice about it. But Albus, who's much more used to food and cooking and all that kind of thing, it stands out to him. He's dead now, so.
mhm.
What's that?
So we got a vamp and
Quick, make racist remarks about him now.
What's that gun off? Timmy in the sewer behind the crypt?
Yeah, if only. It's okay. You didn't miss anything.
Okay, sorry, there was somebody at the door, so
Did you tell them to get
Oh,
the
fuck.
I told them I'm in the middle of a campaign. Get out of here.
Kill them.
Do it.
Yeah, they
Do
wanted to know
it
who you were
now.
voting for and if you had considered Donald Trump.
The other guy.
So, Albus, it's your lead. Gunnolf can smell it as well at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if Gunnolf had the same senses that I did, so
Yeah, so basically, he's been able to suss out the smell now that you pointed it out to him. It was just so similar to what he's used to before he couldn't previously. But now that you've been like, hey, smell that? And he's like, I do smell that.
so I'll ask Gunnolf. Should we keep going forward?
It's likely that there might be some hazards based on the chemicals that I smell, and we're not entirely in a well ventilated area, so we should be careful. Don't create any fire. This it does kind of smells like there might be some flammable materials up ahead.
Not to worry
Good
about
call
that
on the
anymore.
lamp then.
Thank God Myru left. Just kidding.
Damn.
Well, Sharp isn't affected by gases or anything
true.
like that. Maybe we should send her forward.
Although, I don't know my electricity, because that's like an element of my gun,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Mhm.
I'll just be careful so I don't explode.
You're just gonna start taking pot shots off randomly.
Just make it dark damage instead.
That's true. Oh, we.
It's like aliens. You can't shoot. You can't use your gun because you're gonna thermonuclearize the.
Oh my god, that was a good movie.
Anyways, Are we actually having sharp lead?
Again. Although I can't see.
We have.
No, it
we
was
have
more
torch.
of a.
We don't have a torch. We have a
Yeah, we do. We have a lamp, right?
Yeah.
We have a
it-
torch.
It was a lamp.
We spent or was it a lamp? Okay.
specifically a
lamp.
lamp because we can't have fire.
Yeah. It is a lamp.
And just to argue with you, Sean.
Yeah,
because I
that
know
too.
You know, it's we don't exactly want to create a torch in a methane environment
Right.
either.
To be clear, I've never said that this area is flammable. Okay, I just want to make that super clear. But I'm glad that you're going with it. Okay.
We are frightened.
Yes.
Okay, so Sharp, Albus, Gunolf, Kestrel's.
Yeah,
Kestrel.
Kestrel's next to Gunol.
Oh, that okay. Yeah, and then me, and then Roz is the new order. Unless you want to be now that we're in there, Chris. If you want Roz to go forward, like that's fine. But
Nah, she's shuffling along in the back.
okay,
I guess just yell at me if you guys start feeling weird. Like, like the whole point is
You
I
can
go
stay right
first
next-
because I don't get impacted by the gas. But I'm not gonna know if you guys start dying behind me. And I'm like, everything's
I love the
great.
idea of the canary.
The canary in the coal mine is
It's like, guys, just
impervious.
let me know if you feel anything.
Right, exactly. It's like I'm not a good canary.
well the canary's fine, but the whole staff is dead. So
Yeah.
Canary, yeah, the canary looks back. Guys, you doing okay? Oh no.
Fuck. So I don't know.
Maybe stay next to me, Sharp.
Okay.
Maybe just stay next to me.
That's funny.
all right, so what's next,
So,
Jason?
you guys continue onward. You reach another junction, and there is yet another direction that is indicated with the cog. I assume you want to follow it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Does it smell
do we-
that way too?
I definitely don't want to not follow it. Should we start being like? This game is not as big with like stealth checks, but like, is there some element of like we should talk about being a little bit quiet because clearly we're stumbling
Walk with
onto
discretion.
something.
I mean, walking with discretion is certainly a thing you can do.
Don't ask
we
the
could do
DM if we can do a check, Sean. If we're succeeding, just standardly.
Well,
don't
yeah,
fucking...
I know, but yeah, Steve would probably bring it up, especially with his experience in
Oh, that's true.
4th edition.
Cast pass without a trace.
Yeah, it should. I suppose we should start being a little quiet, right? Stealth
I
stealth
agree.
our way through,
Yeah.
and not attract any unwanted attention.
Kestra's already being real quiet.
Okay.
So keeping to herself.
So we'll follow Kestrel's lead. Let's just, Albus, that might be tough for you.
So everybody hugs Gunolf.
Rude.
He's huge.
Oh, that.
and in armor.
Albus,
in armor.
you're fucking loud.
No, and you're in armor too, for what that's worth. So
He's like, clank, clank. I take offense to that. Clank, clank,
Yeah,
clank.
hitting his sword on the
Yeah.
wall. Stupid.
we'll just keep it down a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
So make me just do a group check where you guys designate a leader. They're gonna make the roll. It's gonna be, and what's stealth? It's got to be like Dex and
Discretion.
Willpower.
is Dex.
Or insight.
let's say I think it's. I'm gonna say it's probably Dex. You're just trying to be physically quiet. You're not trying to like, I don't know, outsmart somebody.
I'm happy to be like, I can show you guys how it's done.
Yeah.
We used to stealth all the time with my other party.
I like that.
We once snuck through time. So,
The time god.
so should I
Whatever
roll?
that means, man.
So Sean, you're going to roll, but after everyone else has rolled.
Okay,
and
so I'll
they
wait.
need to beat. They need to beat 10.
Dex.
The one of them that beats 10,
Oh my god.
you get a +1.
Mhm.
Basically.
Okay, so
Oh, I should have had Ross take the lead.
Ooh.
Oh, and that's a crit also, Jason, for
you can
Roz.
see- Okay,
Ooh.
so for everybody else's sake, that's a 10 and an 8 from me, so that's 18. For Rosalind, that's a 6 and a 6 critical success. Okay, for Peter, that's a 9 and a 6 for 15. For Maya, that's a 4 and a 5 for 9. And for Maisie, that's an 8 and a 1 for 9.
Now remember, for those of you that are not Sean, you were trying to beat 10. So 2 of you have not succeeded in helping.
Yeah,
Do you want
sorry.
to? I guess you guys don't
Yeah,
even have that
no,
real
you should spend a point, Maisie.
Oh, I'll use my
And
Fabula.
actually, wait, Maisie, you were at 9, so you should just use your automatic
Your
evoke
bond.
a bond to add a +1.
Oh, okay. Let me look at my bonds.
Okay.
Sorry.
Actually, I guess
theory,
Ryan
you're
could do
out
that
of
too.
fabulous.
Two people
Yeah.
have provided additional
I have none.
successes for what
Oh,
it's
yeah.
worth.
Okay.
You mean with the crits?
Yeah. No, I mean with like the 18, doesn't that count for additional help because it's like 13, 16?
So it's not a clock. It's just plus. Or what do you mean? So it's not a clock, but it is just. It's a +1 for every one of you guys that beats 10. So it's a little
But-
different. Than
So
the
does
one
Chris
from
still
the
get like
refilling
the change the plot twist because it was a crit?
Yes.
Oh,
Now that
good.
Chris, yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Well, so I'll inflict my bond with
evoke?
what did I say?
Inflict?
Sorry.
Depends on the bond.
Inflicting a
Depends on
bond
the
on
bond,
someone is interesting.
Sorry.
Invasive.
I'll do it with Kestrel, because I have admiration of her, and I will whatever, just like Sharp wants to make it up to her for kind of everything.
Yeah, you keep disappointing her, and this is finally one chance to
Yeah.
not just disappoint her again and
Yeah.
again and again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. You want to be a good role model.
Yeah. By re-rolling. Just kidding.
Not re-rolling.
You're gonna add a +1.
Chisels on
which
the
will just
doghouse.
get over.
Add.
Oh, I'm sorry. I understand now. Yeah, but I just adding one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes. Which is you're good. Which is good because Kestrel's the only one that didn't succeed that. Well, I take that back.
Well,
Some other people didn't succeed.
and I need all help I can get because I only rolled an 8.
If any of this,
You
so
had good
I knew there
text,
was
though.
some other plus. If any of the successful supporting characters have a bond towards the leader, the highest strength among those
Mhm.
bonds is also added to the check. I know at least one of the people who succeeded has a bond with Steve, so there is one more +1 in there.
Nice.
Is that
Ooh, nice.
is that 3 or 4 +1s now?
So it should be. So would it be like a total of 5?
5,
It would be
yeah.
plus
Oh, great.
the bond.
So 13 then, Jason.
Okay. We're going to. We're gonna see if that's enough, guys. Well,
Pretty loud. Just bashing
Yeah.
pots and pans.
we got here. I got some dice.
Keep saying the word
13,
sneaky.
you
Show
say?
us how it's done. Show us how to be sneaky, Steve.
Okay.
Doing flips and parkouring off the walls. And
Yeah, I heard you can do a backflip. Sorry, not Steve, but
Falls on his face.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about that later.
no.
Okay. You guys crouch low, up against the walls. You sort of steady your footsteps. To some degree, to those of you that are practiced at this, you try to like kind of take your footsteps together, so it's not just like a bunch of clump, 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 clump. It's a little bit more even-footed for the few steps that you do take.
we have the crouch
you
like in like Last of Us or like Metal Gear Solid. The squat run, the
Mhm.
squat walk.
Yeah, you've pressed all of your left joysticks in, and now all of you have
Yeah.
like assumed a stance.
Yep.
Yeah. And as you guys kind of make your way down, amongst the sort of rustle of the kind of water that's flowing down on the grating below, you do hear voices up ahead that appear to be chatting amongst themselves. Do you guys pause at all, or do you keep moving?
Can we hear the voices? Like, okay, you just said we hear them, but like, can we actually make out what they're saying?
You would need to get a little bit closer to make out what they're saying.
I'm gonna do a thing of like the fucking with your hands. Like, I don't know if anybody's gonna know what I'm trying to convey is we'll go a little bit closer so we can hear, and then we stop.
I'm picking up what you're putting
Elvis
down.
knows.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Kestrel's just like, whatever, dude.
She also starts making
so
hand
Kestrel's
gestures.
just sitting there.
What's
Yeah.
that mean?
Yeah, Elvis is like, I'm gonna up your
Yeah.
down.
Bird.
Nice.
Shut the fuck up.
Fly away.
Okay, so we get a little bit closer, Jason. At least that's the
Okay.
plan.
Slow.
So you guys kind of start sneaking up, and you sort of find that this pathway opens up into a much sort of larger, you might even say like unnecessarily large for a sewer, as in you don't see any particular like drainage areas or any part of this area that would necessitate being this large for a sewer, right? This isn't like a large cistern of any kind or anything like that. And in fact, the water that kind of flows in here just sort of runs down the middle of the room in the small path that it has, before it sort of has a bit of a larger, it goes to a larger circular grate, kind of smack dab in the middle of the room. But to where that water goes, it's unclear. May go deeper or someplace else. The rest of the room is sort of not empty, but it is filled with lots of crates, barrels, many of which even have like the tops removed of like the crates or the barrels, such that you can even tell from this distance that a lot of those are empty. It appears that this room is used as some sort of storage, partially, or like maybe the transporting of goods either to or from, given the amount of just thing, like you even see like a trolley here, like a wagon there, like this, all of the movement that you had seen on the road in the cemetery more than likely leads to this room. And amongst all of this debris on the opposite side of the room from where you guys are entering, there is a large metallic door. And above that door is some sort of strange contraption that, to your best guess, is necrotech of some kind, given the runes, metallic rings, and the fact that there is a human skull embedded in it, kind of overlooking the door itself. And in front of the door are boxes, barrels, crates, and on top of them are two individuals that appear to just be having a chit-chat amongst themselves. One of them is a very large, either half-orc ogre of some kind, very big. He is like got massive arms that have clearly been replaced. They are some form of artifice, similar to like necrotech as far as you can tell, with large, almost like conductors of some kind on them that kind of go all the way up to his back. And he's wearing what appears to be kind of a suit. Looks like it might have been fancy at one point, although it is not holding up well. He's too big for it. It's not really sized appropriately. And there's sort of a little hat on his head that is also probably a little bit too small for him.
So like a tuxedo?
And yeah, kind of like a tuxedo,
Okay.
like what he could fit into a tuxedo if you had ripped all the sleeves off, because he's simply too
Nice.
large for them, essentially. Yeah, and he's sort of sitting, and he's sitting down on some of the crates. He's a little big. He's kind of doing like the big man crouch. He looks a little too big for this room, but he looks maybe too big for everywhere. And he's talking with a woman that is probably of like Given the kind of longer ears and lithe frame, but the sort of wiry, big smile and whatnot that she has, you'd have to guess probably a elf and goblin of origin of some kind. She's got a real sort of, I don't know, scrappy, rough and tumble kind of look to her. She is dressed decently well, although her legs, her lower half, are replaced with artifice. The legs are like incredibly well enhanced, jointed in such a way, and more interestingly, she has what looks like sort of almost like a scorpion tail that kind of curls out from her lower end and kind of part of her spine that seems to have been replaced. And she does not have the same sort of like electrode or like almost Tesla looking things that the larger man has. She has these sort of little vials along the back of her, like her enhancements, that have this sort of, it almost looks like if you took like a fluid, and it's a very bright pink kind of color, but mixed in with it is this sort of like, almost think of it like a lava lamp, but like the colors involved are like almost a neon pink and like an inky black, like an oil, kind of swirling about in there. And the two of them, despite the heavy enhancements that would clearly put them out of place amongst most people, seem to be carrying on just a regular conversation amongst the two of them, as though there's nothing out of the ordinary here. With the woman turning to the larger man and going, "Hey, Marius, who do you think you are fooling with that hat of yours, huh?" And the larger man, Marius, goes, "Whoa, what do you mean? I think I look rather dashing in it." And the woman goes, "Dashing? Is that what you think? Come on, Marius. Why are you always doing stuff like this?" "I was doing stuff like what?" And the woman kind of uses her scorpion tail to snag the hat off of his head. And, "Oh, come on, Minze, give it back," he protests, and she gives him a, "First, you went and you got that suit of yours, and now you went and you got this hat. You buy it, I steal it." "I bought it." "You know our shtick is a lady in the tramp, yeah? Obviously, I'm the lady. So why you gotta go and get yourself to look like some kind of gentleman? You want to ruin our shtick." "Well, I don't know. Who says a tramp can't dress like a gentleman?" "I says, Marius, you're supposed to look tough, you know, not fancy." "Well, maybe I don't always want to look big and tough, yeah? Maybe I wants to walk about like heaven and look like I belong, you know?" "Oh, who cares about what all these prissy folk think, Marius? Look, you don't think I grew up in New K and didn't learn a thing or two? Look, you just gotta learn this the hard way, man. Fitting around is for suckers. You gotta be bold, you gotta be loud, you gotta be you know? That's how you gotta be." The big man, he looks like, he's like, "Well, maybe I want to be a tramp with a hat." And she sort of looks at him, and she takes the hat, and she puts it back on his head, and kind of gives him a smile, and she goes, "If you say so, you big dummy. Keep your eyes open. We're supposed to be watching this place, huh? Can't keep chit-chatting all day." He goes, "Yeah, I suppose you're right." And he kind of gets himself up, and the two of them just sort of go about, walking around the room, kind of picking up, like, the lids of the crates and whatnot, and just looking busy, more or less. How would you guys like to proceed?
So the machine is in this room, or it's behind some doors?
So the machine that you guys saw, there's a large doorway, and basically embedded in the wall above the doorway, sort of in a recess, is this machine with like the skull built into it. Yeah, it is almost overlooking the door, like at the sort of apex of the doorway, the door frame.
I'm thinking,
There's also, can already tell you, there is no noticeable like door handle to this door, the big one.
Maybe Minzy and Marius have a key.
Yeah, but the fact that we probably could talk, but want to keep it quiet, obviously. My thought is I would love to hear if Sharp, with this machine being some kind of necrotech, is familiar at all with it.
Am I?
Am I?
I also do have a critical success I'd like to use at some point.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Do you have a way that you would like to use it yet, Chris? Or do you want me to go over what they were?
Marius
like
and
a-
Minzy drop dead.
And
What
give
a
us
twist.
the key. Here's the key, die.
Twist.
This seems like a fun time for a faux pas.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Do you have a particular choice between the two of them about which one of them you like to make the faux pas?
I'd go with her. She seems to be the brains of the operation.
Okay, that's probably fair. And so as they're walking about, the larger guy, Marius, at one point he's like, Menzi, what is all this stuff anyway? I don't know that I understand why they always gotta keep bringing and going with it. And she just sort of brushes him off, and she's just like, Marius, we talked about this already. The doctor needs all kinds of things, and whatever the doctor wants, the doctor gets, right? That's just how it is. I don't know if that's super helpful, but
Doctor Who?
We know a doctor.
Good show.
you guys do know a doctor that you are looking for.
And it's Miss Sharp. Ah!
Ah, oh God, no.
She's a kingpin.
Oh,
Wait, to be fair, I think there's a couple doctors this could be. I think there's one I'm leaning toward, but I would say I don't know
It's Rachel
100%
the whole time.
for sure.
Oh shit. You open the
Yeah.
door and Rachel steps out. The ultimate
She's
betrayal.
not dead.
Right,
She's a zombie.
Bishop's a doctor.
Oh, she could be dead. She could be an anchor right now. You never know.
Isn't Sharp's husband a doctor?
And, well, yeah, that's the
Yes.
one that I'm thinking it probably
That's the one we're
is.
talking about.
She could be a cockroach too.
But he's dead too. All the doctors we know are dead.
It could be
Oh.
also Zorvo.
There's an epidemic.
It's an epidemic of dead doctors.
Zorvo could be the dead doctor too.
Yeah, Zorvo's a doctor.
Zorvo
He's
is a
alive.
doctor?
There are a number of doctors.
That's what I mean. I think we probably can figure the doctor, but we don't know 100%.
To answer Maria's question, or I guess
Marie.
Maisie's, Miss Marie. Man, how much should I tell you?
All of it.
I would say all of
everything.
it probably.
Make me an insight and insight. I recognize
Yeah,
you're
there
the
we go.
best suited for this. Make me an insight and insight check.
Don't fuck this up, Maisie.
I
I'm gonna.
will.
Watch me.
Don't
Spite
test
you.
me. I'm just kidding. Insight.
While she's rolling that, at some point also I think doubles, but it's a 6. At some point, Roz would also sort of like quietly ask Steve if they should put his arm back in.
I
Now,
was thinking
I
that
assumed
too.
we did that when we joined back together. I was thinking about that on my ride to
Oh.
Trapeze.
Okay.
And I was thinking I need to say that right when we start, and I forgot. But
Nice.
yeah, we would have done that right away.
Okay,
So a 6.
I'll be generous. A 6.
But it's double. Yeah.
You do not recognize it, unfortunately.
Sorry, whoever asked me.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't remember who asked. Oh my god.
So, do we try to incapacitate them? Do we leave and come back? Do we try to sneak around?
Stealthily?
What's up?
Are they kind
Put
of
yourself into a box.
They look like they're guards and they mean business.
Don't even really know
There's
what they're
only
doing
two of
here.
I'd love to learn more, but I don't know if we just go up and talk to them.
Looks like they like to talk.
I don't think we're supposed to be here, but if you guys want to talk, we can try it. Just be ready to fight.
Door was wide open.
We do have the piece of paper with the symbol on it. I mean, why were we given that
Show 'em.
to go to a place we weren't supposed to go? I mean, it could have been a trap, I guess, but what was the point of all that then?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. This is just admittedly not what I was expecting this would be.
I am a little put off by the mention of the doctor. Some of the doctors that we know of are not the friendliest, let's say. And others are not supposed to be here, if they are.
Well, I mean, we could try to basically continue the bit and pretend that we're just trying to learn more information. If you guys want to stay hidden and just have Gunoff and I continue, and if things go bad, come support us.
Would it? I don't know if it would be like the fact that I'm an anchorite. I don't know if that would help with appearances.
And Steve, it might be worth pretending as though your arm is damaged in some way, so it's not detached, but maybe let it hang limp or something where you're in need of repairs or a replacement.
That's true.
Look weak.
At least until we get an assessment of what's happening. And that way you're still prepared in case something goes south.
Look weak, easy, done.
With the accent.
Okay, yeah. So, well, I guess my thinking to Maisie's question is like, being an anchorite, we're like in anchorite central, so
Sorry, yeah.
right. So I don't know
I
if it. Maybe that's good though. Maybe because there's so many, it's like she fits right in. Right.
I'm also fine with just hanging back. Like, it could also look pretty good if you two just come up. You are pretty much outsiders, right? Like, hey, we stumbled upon this thing. We're looking for help with our arm. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would-
I like that play of like.
I would
ooh.
show the paper, though.
Yes.
So we were sent here. We didn't really have a good idea of what it was exactly, but like it's not like we randomly wandered here because they won't buy that.
That's true.
No. Yeah. We would have the paper. I still have the card. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds
plus,
good.
I like you not going because you are like the sniper, so you can get a good vantage point or something and
with a
watch us with
handgun.
your pistol.
Great sniper. As Peter would know.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, Peter, you guys snipe in the military with
Yes.
handguns, right? So okay, I guess is that what we're doing? Does everybody feel okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So I guess Gunoff and I will go out and again, not exactly knowing the logistics, but not appearing from behind a barrel, right? But like maybe like around the corner as though we've been walking here this whole time and just be like, hello, can you help us? We've been sent by Dr. fucking Zorvo. By Dr. Zorvo, we have a card for the sunset. There's a cog on it, and we think we followed the signs. Are we in the right spot?
Okay. You come wandering out, and you give your little spiel, and obviously, both of them immediately sort of turn to kind of watch you come in, and they sort of go from whatever they were sort of doing, checking their boxes, to like meeting up next to each other as you walk in, and you're like, oh, we've got this thing. And the woman, Minzy, she kind of walks up and she goes, "Oi, that's true. Let me see it."
Yeah, it's right here.
So you hold that
And my hand is very like is limp. This one, but I hold it. I give them the card.
Nice.
Okay. You're faking it. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not hard. Just
So,
Right. Yes. You ever just let your arm hang limp?
so you hand it to her, and she kind of just takes it, looks at it, and she's just like, "Yeah, I suppose you got to the right place. What do you think you're looking for?"
well, this hand, as you can see, it's busted. So my associate and I, Juju, were looking for a replacement. But this guy, this Dr. Zorvo, is expensive, and I wanted something a little more off the books. The black market, bit more advanced is what I'm thinking.
And she kind of eyeballs you up and down, and looks over to Marius, and Marius just sort of like gives a shrug, and then she sort of looks back to you, and she's like, "Yeah, I guess you look pretty tough, but I don't know. See, the thing is, the doc's not seeing anybody right now, so unfortunately, you're gonna have to go and join all the others and waiting, you know. But you're in the right place, you know. Just be a little bit."
Well, I don't know how long I can wait. Look at this hand, it's busted. It's horrible.
Well, at least you got one, right? I mean, that's better than nothing.
I might as well not have one. I mean, for real, look at this. But look, you can help me surely. I mean, look at this machine you have up here. It's crazy, necrotech.
And she kind of looks back to it while Marius just sort of keeps an eye on the two of you. And she goes, "Yeah, it's pretty fancy, I suppose, but why you worried about that, huh? I thought you wanted to fix your arm."
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. I don't even know what that thing does, but it's clearly advanced. That is more like what I'm talking about.
Oh, you think we're just going to grab that off the top of the wall and just put that on your arm? You think that's how that works?
I'd be pretty happy if it was.
Marius? I think he's pretty stupid. That's what I'm saying. Look, what do you, I already told you what happened, huh? You show up, we can't see you, so you gotta skedaddle, right? That's how this works. Or are you gonna tell me how this works? Marius, this guy's gonna tell me how this works. I don't think he can do that, Minzy. I don't think so either. Why don't you tell me how this works, huh?
Wait, you said, oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking.
You're talking.
Yeah. What's his name? Juju Bean? Yeah, what do you got? You got something too?
So,
Damn.
you want to know? I think this would work. It should be, what's the proper channels? There's a wait list or something? We'll play by the rules, but this is looking very, informal what you have going here. We are two innocent businessmen just looking to learn some information. And I will be honest, I'm feeling a little bit accosted right now.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Marius, he's feeling accosted right now.
Yes, accosted.
Oh, that's too bad, you know. Sorry. I'm dying over here. And she goes, well, we wouldn't want to accost you or nothing. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to go tell somebody? That'd be pretty bad, right? We wouldn't want that. Would we want that, Marius? No, men said we wouldn't want that. I think he's going to keep his mouth shut, right? And he looks at you.
Yeah, I'll keep of course, I will keep my mouth shut. If we can be treated like, the upstanding gentlemen that we are, right, Juju? Tell them where we come from.
We come from down under.
Oh.
Okay.
That's right. So you better respect that.
She goes, oh, yeah, down under. I know what that place is. Yeah, Marius, why don't we show them down under? And he goes, I think there could be arrangements.
Oh, shit.
And then, so what's your defense?
Oh, my God.
That's a great
Gunolf,
question. Gunolf's defense?
Yeah, what is Gunolf's defense?
They'll
God,
tolerate a
you're-
lot, but they won't hear about Down Under.
You're gonna get
Yeah,
him
that's-
killed.
Unacceptable.
You ever met a guy named
So
Phil
aggressive.
Collins?
11.
11. Okay. Unfortunately, I believe this 16 will hit you. And so it's even higher, I suppose. But it is. So you take. So as he hits you.
So Jason,
And,
did we? Is this proper combat yet? Can I do a thing, or is this like outside of? I mean, you just hit him, so it's combat, right?
Yeah, it's combat.
So I want
I'll
to.
let you want to do something?
Yeah, I want to step in,
Okay.
and use my hands to kind of block it. I don't have my sword pulled yet, so when this connects with me, and it will, it's still gonna hurt. But
Okay. So he basically goes to just like, because he's got the height difference on Gunolf, to just basically pile drive straight down onto Gunolf. But you basically use your broken hand.
Yeah.
And you basically try to block it. So it is the way it works, right, Sean? Is he didn't have to hit your defense, or he does have to hit?
he
your
has hit my defense, but he did.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay. So as he does, you both noticed. You're both close enough. The sort of electrodes on his arms, they kind of flare as they do, and there is electricity that courses through them as he comes down and connects, which strengthens the blow. But the thing about the electricity that looks strange, or I would say very different, is that it isn't just this sort of bright bolt of electricity of lightning. Coursing through it is this black bolt. It almost looks like what you the Darksaber kind of looks like in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like this black core with a light around it. It almost looks like that, like a form of black lightning. And as he brings it down, so that should be 19 bolt damage
Okay.
to you. And you, as the lightning kind of courses from the hand into the rest of your arm and the rest of you, you feel this emotion well up within you that is it's given from him through the lightning to you. You become enraged.
Okay.
A present.
Yeah.
So I'll draw my sword and I'll just say, "Oh, hey, hands working fine after all. All right, I can play it this way if that's how you want to play it." I don't know what enrage means though. I'm angry, but game mechanically speaking.
It means your defense is down both ways.
Yeah, your dexterity and
Down one
insight
side.
get affected, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little button in roll 20 for it.
Yeah.
I think. So.
And how much damage was it again?
19. So I'm at 60.
19.
Does it lower them by 1 dice?
1 dice each.
1 dice each, yeah.
Let's see, making sure on this screen it does not lower it on your initiative and defenses. So you'll just have to remember that it's 2 less than what they are usually. No, it does if you click away. Oh, okay, then yeah, it works.
I'm gonna direct it more to Minzy. Just remember, when this is all done, we gave you the chance to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With that, we officially roll into combat.
Yeah.
That was their official turn first. And so that means it is now the player's turn.
I'll do my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And might as
You'll
well
just kind
knock
of rush out, by the way, right?
Yeah, I imagine at this point.
so Doug, is it?
I imagine we were like Scooby-Doo stacked against the wall, and all 4 of our
Yeah.
heads were
So Maisie has her quick assessment that we want to have happen early, but does your thing still make sense to go first?
If we're just knocking it out, it's the quirk before things get serious that I automatically fail a roll, and then I get a Fabula point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why don't you go for it, Nick?
So
Okay.
These guys villains, by the way?
They are
So-
villains. That
Ooh.
is 2 Fabula points for everybody.
hooray! Oh, baby.
Mhm.
nice.
Oh.
So, just for funsies, I'm gonna hit that, but it's not gonna be a thing because it's going to miss automatically.
Okay.
Well, what are you doing?
Basically, because of my particular quirk, I wonder if I actually put it in here.
Oh, I had one more Fabula point this whole
Here
time.
we go.
Whoops.
There it is. So that's the effects right there. When you are about to perform a check, you may instead describe how your curse gets in the way and automatically roll a fumble. So because I'm shocked by the sudden turn of events, I quickly pull out my magic cannon and but I shoot wide, and I automatically fumble.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to say you accidentally pull out the bug and drop it.
No.
He doesn't have the
Rosalind's
bug.
got the bug.
Yeah, well,
Rosalind's
hold
got
on
the
now.
bug.
That
Yeah,
can't
bug is
happen.
Oh,
safe.
yeah, that's true. That's right.
Bug's doing great.
Okay.
That's good. That's important.
Okay.
And now a fumble. What that means is basically the opposition gets an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So as the shot goes wide, the large guy Marius, as he kind of drove his one hand down, and you go to shoot, he just reaches up with the other hand, grabs your weapon, and he just breaks it, destroys it, just shatters your magic cannon, takes it out. As that is an item is destroyed, lost, stolen, or left behind for an
Oh,
opportunity.
good.
So, with one, yeah. So he just
remember
takes it,
this
breaks
was your
it,
choice.
Fumbling comes with consequences.
and
Yep,
he just
yeah,
he just
so it
gives
does.
you he's just like, no gods.
He's right.
No guns.
Well, shit. You just activated my trap card. No.
That's my thing.
And with that, I suppose that brings it to the enemy's turn. So in this case, we swing it over to Minzy. Minzy, quickly, from a place you're not entirely sure where, she's very quick-handed at that, seems to produce two blades, two daggers that she's real quick with, and she goes to attack both of you, the two of you that are closest. So what do we got here? I gotta get my dice together.
These are melee, though, right? Like, she's not throwing them. She's...
Correct.
Okay.
This is correct. Yes. Okay. So, Sean against you. That is a 15 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. It does 16 physical damage.
Nice.
And you are poisoned as well.
Oh,
Jeez.
As the blades pull away after hitting you, you can feel it immediately. There's this weakening effect that starts surging through your body. Like you start to sweat. Things are not. The room is getting a little shifted, a little weird, and you can see that there is something that coats the blades that she has. And just to be clear, multi-attack is one roll against both enemies, correct? That's how you do multi?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
okay.
the same roll that affects both.
So, Gunolf, you take the same thing.
Okay.
So that is 16 physical damage, and you are poisoned.
I will not do anything yet.
I was gonna say I can get you out of enrage with some food.
Well, so have you guys walked out yet? Are you visible, or because of the way things have worked, are you still hidden?
They are now officially, I don't know, doing something.
It doesn't matter, right? Because like, there's no bonus in this game for like if they attack from cover or from a hiding spot.
Right.
Correct.
So I'll just the warning was just going to be like, watch out for her blades. They're coated in poison.
So in theory, I went easy on you guys and didn't give them one of their turns. So an enemy, ally, which was Sean.
I think
she should have gone but didn't. Then Doug, and then
No, I
whatever.
haven't gone yet. So
You. Oh.
yeah, no, they're
You didn't dodge.
it's
at
correct so
first?
far.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. You haven't actually attacked. Okay. So yeah, it's your guys' turn now.
All right, you want me to do the quick assess?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, is that the one that's like really nice that can give like the I always forget. Jason, is quick assess the one that can give like the weaknesses and things like that?
Ooh, you're asking me the questions.
This
Okay, hold on.
one, I choose a creature you can see, and the GM reveals one of their traits, or name a damage type.
You can also do the study action.
For every
Oh, is it the
the
study?
start of a conflict. Yeah, I mean, to be clear, you could have done this at the start of the conflict. So this doesn't need to take up your turn.
Oh,
You spend up to skill level times 5 mind points, and for every 5 mind points, so however, what's your skill level in it? Do you know?
I think it should be 3 now. Should say it right there, honey.
So
no,
you
quick
can
assessment split too.
2? Okay.
Skill 2. So you can spend 10 mind points, and then basically choose one option, but for every mind point. So 2 of these. For a creature that you can see, I will tell you one of their traits, or name a damage type, or you can name a damage type, and I can tell you what their affinity towards that damage type is.
And actually, I'm sorry. So then I just saw it's the flash of insight where I roll to investigate a creature, and this includes the study action up to something questions about the subject. Is that what you...
Yes.
I think so, because that better gets out like what their weaknesses are, I think.
Okay, can I do that one?
Well, you can do both.
I'll say we should
So I
do
guess
the
what I'm trying to
we
get
should
at.
do the quick assess first because that happens start of combat, and then we can decide if your turn is the one that's going next.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so quick assessment.
Is so spend 10 mind points, and then I can either give you some of their traits, or you can name like 2 damage types, or say 1 damage type for each one of them, or something all about the
It
sort.
says choose a creature, so one
Well,
of the creatures.
I'm reading it as for every mind points, choose one of the options, and one of it is choose a creature. So
Yeah.
in theory, you should be able to name 2 separate creatures if you spend 10 mind points. Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
that's how I'm gonna let it slide.
So I think one of our ideas was to get, or like to see if they're, at least their, reaction to lightning, right? Because that's my lightning or dark, but lightning. And then if they are weak to lightning, then Peter would make people's attacks
Yeah.
that, right?
I have a feeling they're going to be resistant, but I think it's worth finding out if you guys agree. If they
Do
are
the roll.
resistant, we would find out for sure that we need to avoid it.
So check both for bolt.
Yes. Sorry, bolt.
Okay, both for bolt. Okay, looking at the 2 of them, you would guess that Minzy, with the kind of equipment and everything else that she's got on her, maybe a bit more susceptible to it. She is vulnerable to bolt.
Oh, great.
However, Marius, given the amount of electrodes and everything else currently coursing through his veins, he absorbs it. He will heal any bolt damage that you do.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now it's our turn.
Okay. Thank
Correct.
you.
Mhm.
So yeah,
which
you guys
could
want
be
me?
hers, but it's whomever we want to go with.
Yeah.
So now what can you do with this? So now you would use Flash of Insight? Because that was quick assessment that you did.
Right. I could do flash of insight on the big guy to see what or if he's weak. If I roll well enough, I think.
Yeah, that sounds good. Then we know both of their weaknesses, which is nice.
Okay.
There's 3 questions. If you roll a 13 or higher. And
Right.
the study action. Sorry, I'm looking to see what you should be able to learn from the study action. I know there's a nice little list. I don't remember the list. It's been so long since we've had a combat. They juked me. So either way, you're gonna need to make the insight and insight check
Okay.
to do the study action.
Sure. I can do that really
Yeah.
fast. Guess I'm on a doubles roll.
You are on doubles fire, yeah.
That's an 8, though.
Yeah. I guess I could use a
So-
fabulous if it's bad enough. I don't know.
You need at least a 10 up to get anything out of the study action.
Yeah, you
I can
definitely-
use a fabula point to re-roll. Do I just roll one die or both?
It's up to you which ones, but they're both 4s, so
Oh.
well, on a D10, probably the math is re-roll both.
Okay. I'll re-roll completely.
Do it.
Do it!
Hell yeah.
Well,
yeah.
What?
How?
Hold on. Can you do it again?
Maybe
I'm
you should just
fingers
roll
busted.
again. That feels improbable to the point that I don't know that I believe that. Give me another roll.
Do you want me to reload my page?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's only
You-
a 1 in 1,000 chance. Come on.
Yeah, I'll just refresh.
That's true. Boy, howdy, is that
This roll is
incredibly.
cursed.
Yeah, this roller does not like you guys.
It's been
really
fine
doesn't.
today.
It's been.
We had
I
two
mean,
people crit so far.
I guess that's true.
Bing, bong, bong, bong.
8 again,
Doubles!
again for a third time.
Yeah, do it again. If it's double 4 again, then we know it's time to explode.
Okay!
Hey!
Much better.
Hey!
Take that one.
13.
That's more like I'm rolling 2 10s.
I also, I
fuck.
think you get a bone. Maybe not. Anyway, you have enough, so we can figure it out later.
Okay. God, affinities are their vulnerabilities. Yeah. No. Wait. What the hell's an affinity?
Yeah, I
Are
think
they-
it is that.
Yeah. Why are they
Like whether or
using
not they're vulnerable or
Yeah.
resistant.
Okay. So, and you were doing this for
the big guy.
which one of them? The big guy.
Marius.
Big
Mario.
guy.
Mario.
So rank. So you need a rank species, maximum HP, maximum MP. That's for 10 up.
Fine, you're right in this
So
down.
that is he's a level 15 champion. He is a humanoid, and orc ogre. His maximum HP is 270, and his maximum MP is 90. Then you need to know his traits, attributes, defense, magic defense, and affinities. His traits are abnormally large, putting on airs, enhanced with artifice, and easily angered. His attributes is he is a D8 in Dex, a D6 in Insight, a D12 in Might, and a D6 in Willpower. His defenses are he has a 13 defense and a plus, it's plus 2, so what is that? An 8 magic defense. He is resistant to physical,
Oof.
nothing
What?
to air, absorbs bolt, resistant to dark, earth, fire, and ice are completely neutral, and then he is vulnerable to light and poison.
Damn. Okay.
And then you, as part of your character skill check, you get to ask me, I believe, 3 questions. I believe that was the case. I'm gonna double check. Blah, 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 blah.
I think so.
You may ask the up to skill level. What's your skill level in Flash of Insight? Was it 3?
No, it's just 1.
Okay, you get to ask me 1 question concerning the subject of the investigation.
What color is his
You can
underwear?
ask them now or save them for later.
Oh.
Maybe we.
I'll
save
save
then,
it. I'll save
'cause We
it.
got their weakness. The
I'll
defense.
save it and forget about it. So,
Okay.
John, write it down.
no. Just go.
Yeah, it's any-
Arms removable.
Yeah, it's any question that you can ask me, and I will answer it as truthfully as possible, basically.
Can we turn off his arms somehow? I don't know. Thanks.
Can we piss him off?
Is that your
Well, you
turn?
said easily enraged. Or
That should
easily.
be the end of that
Yeah.
for
Thank you.
Miss Maisie, unless you got something else, okay?
Nope.
With that, Marius continues to go. He swings He's got 2 people in front of him, yeah. What's a 9? No, I'm sorry, that's a 10. A 10 versus defense.
My defense
Against it'll be your defense and Gunolf's defense since you two.
I
are
think they
closest
both
still.
miss.
Okay.
This
so
is
yeah.
me for sure.
Yep.
Mhm.
He rolled low enough, so he swings big, heavy, but it's not quite enough. He misses by a little bit. He's not going to spend his points quite yet. So
He has
So he has a
points.
10
I'm just
might.
kidding.
he does. He has.
I
ultimate
tell.
points.
Oh, nice try, big guy. He said he gets
His
angry
ultimate
easily.
really trying to
so
flip
let's
him
see.
off.
Yeah,
That's kind of a Steve staple.
and it probably is something I do anyway. So
Yes.
And does Sharp articulate any of these vulnerabilities, resistances, anything like that to the group, or does she keep that to herself?
Oh, sorry. No, I definitely tell everybody.
Okay.
And thankfully, because this is not D&D, you
Reading it.
can.
yeah,
Yeah, we can have full-on conversations in battle.
That's
Because
so
we're not
cool.
a 6-second time frame.
Hey guys, his
Let's just have a
resistances
little
are X and X,
conversation.
and his weaknesses are... Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
so it's our turn.
It is your turn.
So I can heal the enrage, or I could heal you both of your poison.
Probably not.
I would almost rather, because you can buff us to do damage, right?
Next time I can. Well, I can do it any. That's one of them. Yeah.
'Cause I'm almost wondering if that would be better because, well, we should target one of them down first. So, is there somebody that we think we would want to prioritize, and then we should focus on that damage type out of Minzy and Marius?
I would think Marius is
Marius.
Marius.
is,
Since we
is
know
more
the most
challenging.
about Marius, is probably the better.
Yeah,
choice.
that's true.
'Cause then we can whittle down the other with Bolt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
So
fact
then-
that
Yeah,
she's
we definitely know that they're vulnerable.
Could
so,
you
yeah.
buff us with like doing light damage, Peter?
yeah.
Let me see if I selected that for any of these.
But not me.
For what it's worth.
I cannot. I cannot boost light damage. I can do air, bolts, earth, fire, ice, poison. Those
Oh,
are
you can
the
do
ones
poison.
Poison's
Oh, do
good,
poison.
Air is also like
No, air
well,
is
air is
neutral.
nothing.
There's a lot of
but
neutral,
It's better
that-
than
No, well, poison. Do poison.
What was his affinity to dark? Just out of curiosity.
Resistant.
resistant.
Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Love
Mhm.
that.
So probably I
Yeah,
would.
both
How
you
many
and
people
Maisie.
can you do that for, Peter? 2.
Until the end of the next turn, the target suffers 5 extra damage from all sources that deal poison damage.
Okay.
That's one of them. Oh, during the target's next turn, all damage they deal becomes poison, and its type cannot change.
So that would be good. Now, Chris, I know you're pretty versatile. But you also, I think, deal the most damage. If he were to buff you, does that make sense?
I don't know how that would work with the stuff I have that's already elemental.
In theory, it would overwrite it. I think, given the wording there. So you'd be doing poison no matter what damage.
I can
you
give it to
deal.
2 people too.
So
I can do poison by myself.
Chris and Maisie, because she can do a bit of damage. Kestra, I always forget. I'm sorry. You're more like buffing, right, than like direct damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So does that make sense then to buff Maisie and Sharp and Rosalind?
Is until end
Sounds
of
good to me.
end of his next turn, end of my next turn.
Until the target's next turn.
Because I don't have good damage lined up this turn.
Okay.
Maybe it's better if you heal or take away the resistance, or not the resistance. Increases his defense. Yes.
Increase whose
Or
defense?
Yeah. Who's defense?
I can do the cleanse, which is everything.
That's
But if we can't wait that long, then that's a concern.
I mean, I'm doing okay, so that's why I'm saying, like, if we can boost up damage, does it make sense, Chris? If you don't have good damage lined up yet, should you go early then?
No.
Okay.
I can also move your die sizes higher by 1.
I can do
Bring
that too,
their-
though.
Okay.
I don't need increased die sizes. Not with my class.
And
So
then again, I could do that for 2 people.
Yeah, I mean, it would
I
be
can heal
good for
you.
it would be good for like Maisie.
That is true.
but again, like don't I
If you guys are feeling like you're low on health, I can heal you too.
now I for right now I'm doing okay on health just because I have a way to self heal.
Oh, okay.
My thinking is don't give Daisy bigger Daisy. Don't give
Daisy.
Maisie more dice that this guy is going to resist. Give her the ability to do super effective damage.
Okay.
Now the other person I think still might be Chris or Kestra. It's definitely not me, and it's definitely not Doug.
If I attack in this turn, it's going to be going at that physical defense that's beefy. So, shouldn't be me.
My 2 damage types are physical and dark. Sorry.
But he's going to give you poison. So that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess I could attack.
I
I've never
could-
hit an attack the entire game, but
I could
It's true.
stun one of them. The target cannot perform a skill action their next turn.
I don't know how that works.
I
I'll
think
be honest.
I'm open to whatever, but if we can't, this guy's beefy and has a ton of resistances. If we can start to hit at them, that would be good. And
I mean, I can make
As-
him. I can make him dazed.
A skill would be like they use one of their class's skills.
I'm saying I can also make them. Pretty much whatever you guys need to do, I can help in some way.
yeah. I mean, I think so. Like Chris, how much physical damage would you be able to do?
15, and I'm about 20% to hit.
Oh, okay.
Got a lot of physical defense and bad magic defense.
Give it to Maisie and Kestrel then. Yeah.
Okay.
Feed them.
Give them poison?
Albus. Yeah, yeah.
Is that until the end of turn?
The
Sorry, I
end of
missed
your
that,
turn
or
if he
is-
gives it to you.
Okay. So my next turn.
So I would have to pop it.
You'd have to use it now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. If you guys want to do that now.
Sure.
Sure. Let's go for it, I guess.
You got it. You can do it. He's only huge. That's scary.
Yeah.
Your
well, spend the 10 MP to do it to both Kestrel and Sharp.
Yeah.
And I take out 2 candied apples and I chuck them at both of them.
Ooh.
Seems like a bad time for a snack.
Trust me, it'll help. It'll make your attacks more poisonous.
Oh,
And I
okay.
promise you, the apple isn't.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
None of the cooking stuff makes sense in this world.
That's fair.
I take a bite, man.
You take a bite,
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
and it is good.
Good.
And you also feel as though somewhere in the divine realm,
No.
there's something out there that's like, oh, this is gonna work.
I was gonna say my blood leaks onto my shackles and it just infuses them with poison or something when I eat the apple or something.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm
I like it.
There's
I'm
there's a
flavoring
bit
it.
there's a bit of a candied sheen to your shackles now.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And your gun? Your
All right.
bullets?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm stinking
Taste the
poison
rainbow.
now, not electricity.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right, so
I
now
gotta
there you
look
go.
something up here.
There you go. Okay.
Sweet.
Well, I've already gone.
With
but
that,
I'll go later.
They is in the bad guy.
Oh, there you go. I'm sorry.
let's see here. Who do they dislike the most?
I said nothing to these folks other than
And
we're
they're already
down
whacked
under.
We're from the down under.
yeah,
That's
you
what
said they're
tipped
from
them
down under,
off.
and they did not fucking like that.
They don't like Australians, apparently.
They didn't seem to like Juju either.
Yeah. As a matter of
this
fact, they
Juju
hate
beef.
everything about you guys.
Okay, well, let's see here. What was it? What's might this time? Okay. So that is a 10 versus your magic defense, and I rolled Kestrel.
Oh, my magic defense is pretty rock solid, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Let's find it. Stats. 13.
Nice.
So
What is it though,
you
Jason?
don't...
Hold on. I rolled the same thing. A double 4? The double 4s are coming.
So they
Mhm.
wasted their Ultima point.
One of their Ultima points. So,
That's an ultimate.
Good job,
that's
Kestrel.
that's
You
a
forced
tick.
them to waste
Hell
their
yeah.
points.
Yep, make a mark.
so seeing your seeing that you've got this like these special like shackled and like you guys are all buffing up or whatever, she seems to think that you're the weak link and seems to try to take you out real
Oh,
quick.
rude.
Nice.
Almost like she does this real quick kind of like dodge move, kind of sidestepping Steve and everybody else, and as she sort of like crouches down, the scorpion tail comes flying forward, and you take a step back real quick, but as it hits the ground and then leaves it, you can see that kind of pink and black whatever is pumping through her artifice, it leaves sort of a little sizzling something left over.
Nice move.
I'm just gonna...
I'm gonna get a refund
I
on
dance
that.
backward and I'm like, oh!
It is player turn now.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind going, and it blows a turn, but it gets me my bodyguard back.
I'm trying to delay, so I'm fine with it.
Okay, so I will. God, I really want to attack her, but that's. I shouldn't blow an attack on the guy who resists attack, though, right? And I'm only doing like 5 damage anyway if I hit. So, when she danced around me, I'm gonna take that opportunity to kind of stab her in the back because I don't have honor. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I'm supposed to have a help in that now. Sorry, 1 second. So that's on that.
So
I took
is that how that skill still works?
what?
Your bodyguard or whatever.
No,
Is that still?
that's not what. That has nothing to do with this. I'm just attacking.
Oh.
So, I unfortunately I only rolled a 9. I'm doing good damage, but I'm gonna wanna. I'm gonna use probably a point, unless. Yeah, I'm gonna use a point.
You do not hit.
But the problem is, so by re-rolling, I have to re-roll all of it anyways, right? So the damage is kind of undone, which is fine.
Well, the damage wasn't very good because it's based on the 3. You rolled a 3 and a 1 as part of your 9 attack, so you should re-roll anyways because the damage should be higher than that.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna re-roll.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a lot better.
Okay.
So I told her
Okay.
she should get a refund, and I whack her in the head.
So you go to whack her in the head, and she kind of seems to anticipate it coming, and her legs moving quicker than maybe they normally should, and bending in ways that they kind of normally don't. They're sort of jointed in a way that like human legs are not. She sort of shifts down and spins real quick, like, and actually sort of partially manages to kind of catch your blade as it comes down a little bit. Which is my way of saying that she is resistant to physical damage as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So is that half damage then?
That is half.
Okay,
damage,
so
yes.
17, so 8, I guess.
Oh, so it was 17 damage?
It was 17 total, yeah. So she only takes 8
Okay.
damage,
8
or
damage. Okay.
8.5 damage.
Is it rounded up or rounded down?
Should be rounded up, so it'd be 9 damage.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Actually.
Even better.
9 damage. That might be the most I've done in this game. And it was resisted.
That's not good.
Aw.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That was your turn. At this point, let's see, Marius is here. What's Marius got going here?
You get so many turns.
They do. Each one of them has 3. That is how that works.
That makes
unfortunately.
sense, though.
they've been scaled appropriately. Instead of that first
Yeah.
combat, where each one of them had,
I was
these are
gonna
bosses
say,
that
like,
have
if
done
we
the same.
went and then they, we get to go like a
Just stood
bunch.
around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of what was going to happen with 7 of you, but there isn't anymore.
Yeah.
So let's see. This is okay. So this is an attack. Marius basically just as you guys are, just dancing around him. Essentially, he seems to just get a little impatient with everything, and he's just like, so many of them, and he just starts like swatting left and right. So this one's against Gunolf and Kestrel, oddly enough. Randomly rolling to see who does what.
Oh no.
So against Gunolf, and I guess it's both of you guys. Okay. So this is oh gosh, 17 to hit against both of you.
Hits.
Jesus.
He rolled a 12, and 12 and a 4, and he has some accuracy in there. So as he is just swinging wildly, it connects with you, Gunolf. Just boom! I assume, like, I don't know, right in the fucking head or something. He beams you real
Oh,
hard.
Jesus.
And Kestrel, he connects right in the gut.
I'm gonna take Kestrel's, Jason.
Oh.
You're gonna take Kestrel?
Yeah. I want to try to keep
No.
the damage like focused on just like one or two of us as much as we can. So it's my gut.
You're not gonna cover.
I step in.
Kestrel.
Don't worry.
Oh,
Right in the stomach.
Oh no.
it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
Gunolf.
Health
You're
is a resource, right?
yeah, exactly.
Health is a resource. So that is 22 bolt damage to the two of you.
Oh,
I resist
so I'm
bolt.
at one.
Just kidding, I don't.
I'm at
Oh,
1.
jeez.
I'm well
Oh, my
into
good
crisis.
God.
And you are both suffering enraged.
Well, I already am.
Enraged.
Yep,
Mary,
you
you,
already were.
jackass or whatever
Now
his
you're
name
angrier
is.
than ever.
Kestrel panics seeing this.
Uh-huh.
She's like, "Are you okay? Oh my!" like, Gunolf.
I am probably quite a bloody heap at this point. Like,
Yeah.
Gunolf he's got some blood coming down his mouth at this point, out of his little dog nose. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
well,
Gunolf's not doing so hot. He's already a sick boy.
Yeah.
well, it is your guys' turn.
I spit
Your
out
turn.
blood and I say, "Is that all you got?
So-
I think your stupid tux is on too tight."
So I could attack using that poison, or I can heal 3 people for 40 each.
How many times can you do the 40? Is it tied to MP?
It's
It's-
tied to
it's a-
MP.
Yeah, it's a spell.
Yeah. You invigorate your companions, soothing their pain. I can use it up to 3 times, or up to 3 creatures per cast. They each recover 40 hit points.
I mean, it would be used completely by me. It sounds like it would be used completely by Doug.
Absolutely.
So,
So
I think
what
you
would
should
we
keep your
prefer?
poison and I should go.
okay. That is the problem. If you heal us, then you don't get the poison attack. But
Oh, that's
Okay.
I'm going to spend 10 MP and cast the spell Gamble. So,
Okay.
Okay.
a bunch of stuff happens, but what starts off is we need to roll a dice for my willpower. I'm only spending 10, so I'm only rolling 1 die. And that's a D8, because everything's a D8. It's a 2, which means every creature present on the scene is going to suffer poison. Except they're not, because Rosalind doesn't believe in that horse shit. So instead, she's going to apply Lucky 7 to it and make it a 7, and then choose up to 3 creatures she can see. Each of them recovers 50 hit points and recovers from all status effects. So if y'all could go back
fuck.
to nearly full, and we're going to give the rest to Kestrel.
yeah, that gets me like
Almost there.
my last level. That would have been full.
Okay, so I can't add 50 to Gunolf, or it's going to become like temp edge HP overload. There we go. We
it's
learned that last
what do you call
time.
it? Overflow. You get the HP overflow.
Over here.
And then
Yeah.
all these status effects just go away.
Boop boop.
Yay.
So now you have a 2.
Uh-huh. We have plans for the 2.
Beautiful.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. With that,
Oh, I'm mulliganing 2 cards, but doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Trying to draw what we need here.
what do we got here? Which one of you?
Is that level 2 or level 3 mulligan? I'll double check, but go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good.
We haven't fought, so I don't remember.
That's the migraine medicine working, guys.
I don't know why I made one of these attacks different the way I did.
Now, Albus has a protect as well, right?
2. Okay.
He does, yeah.
I think so.
I
I
think,
protect-
at least.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, randomly determining 2 people. Oof.
That's
Okay.
better, at least. All right.
Oh, I need to be even meaner. Okay, well, that wasn't much meaner. Okay, so that is a 17 to hit both Steve and Kestrel.
Oh my god.
Kestrel.
Basically, as
Me, man.
so as Minzy is in between Kestrel, as she had tried to attack Kestrel, this kind of works out. And then Steve was like, ha, brr, 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 brr,
Yep.
talking smack.
That's true.
She's now stuck between the two of you, and she's sort of basically her legs. She's able to sort of like really pivot. She'd probably be a dancer if she wanted to be, but she's not. Instead, she's using them to wield those knives incredibly well, and she's able to spin and snag both of you as she spins.
Albus,
so
you
that is
should
a-
consider using a protect for Kestrel.
Can I right now?
Yep.
Even after my turn?
No, that's the next thing of protect.
Where does it say that?
Well, it's whenever an ally gets
Yeah.
hit, yeah?
Yep, it's not on your turn.
It's a reaction, basically.
Oh, I thought it was like a turn, like a skill that I've.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'll use protect then.
Okay.
Definitely.
So you'll interpose yourself, essentially. You'll try to step in. I imagine the 17 still hits your defense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Both of you take 20 physical damage, and both of you suffer poisoned.
Oh my god. He's getting beaten up.
I mean, the reality is that these guys are only level 15, and that's, if I wanted to make it super hard, they'd be like 5 levels exactly above you guys, which, like, they aren't. So they're not
They
even
are.
tough.
You said
Wait,
they're
what do you mean?
6,
They're all
right?
15.
Are you guys 10 or 11?
We're 9.
We're 9.
We're 9.
Okay, good. Then they're tougher. than
Okay. I was like, don't take anything away from us.
Nah, okay. I couldn't remember if you hit 10 yet or not.
Jason's
No.
I
like,
thought
you guys are
you
level
hitting 10
20,
today?
right?
Is that what I'm thinking of? You guys are hitting 10 today, yeah?
I don't think
No.
so.
No, we're not.
Just
I thought you
barely
guys
hit
did.
9.
No, we had to
We hit
just
9 last
limp
episode.
across
We
the
had 9
finish
last.
line to get to the... Because we basically skipped a session and leveled
That's
in back
right.
to back
Okay. That's why I'm confusing it. Okay. Okay. You guys said you wanted a tough battle.
I was gonna say
so-
nothing's gonna change.
We did.
though.
Yeah, I'm great with this.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, to be clear, the game only says that you shouldn't make it. The only the limit for how tough it is, like probably too tough, is 10 levels,
Oh.
which this is.
Oh,
not.
great.
So you guys are still within the realm of this is just tough.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
all right. Well, last person's Kestrel.
Yeah. So, in order to maximize my damage, I have to unbind my shackles,
Nice.
which does disable the crystals. It just turns it into a bit of a flail with the chain because it's all undone instead of bound together or whatever. And I then attack, and it's the accuracy roll, right?
Yes.
Okay. And
who
I'm
are you
attacking
attacking?
Marius.
Yeah.
Attacking Marius.
Look at that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fucking hit that bitch.
Nice.
There we go.
Okay.
But it's not dark.
It's poison.
It's poison.
And is it hitting regular defense or magic defense?
God, I don't know.
Probably
It's a
probably regular defense then.
Yeah.
If it's a regular weapon attack, it's probably regular defense.
Okay.
unless it's a spell.
Which is okay.
It'd have to have a quality in there.
I thought his
because-
defense was like 13.
It is.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, then he gets hit on his face.
And is that double?
Oh, you rolled. I didn't hear. Sorry, you
I
rolled.
did, yeah.
I just didn't hear the boop boop.
yeah, 15. 15 attack.
And it's poison.
That explains your confused look.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's 10 plus.
Oh.
It's 10 plus 7.
That's
On
17
my
damage,
damage, too.
but then is that doubled?
no. Wait.
What is?
Oh,
Is
you
he
mean is the
vulnerable?
damage doubled?
Yeah.
The damage is doubled. Yes, because
Yeah.
of the vulnerability.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
nice.
34
Holy shit.
damage.
Crushed
Beat the
him.
shit out of him.
No wonder why they were trying to take you out.
Yeah,
Knocked
they,
his-
they didn't know.
Yeah, knocked a stupid hat off his head.
Yeah, I see my friends getting their ass kicked, and I'm like, fucking. I don't say fuck because I don't know that word,
Yeah,
but you
right.
know, I just smacked the shit out of his little top hat.
Yep.
So that was 17 damage twice, right?
Yeah,
or no.
17 times
Okay.
2.
And so I'm sorry. This might be a stupid question. Does poison damage inherently poison or no?
No.
Okay. Okay.
As much as that might make sense, that is not true.
That's okay. I can see why it wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. In fact, you'll notice with Minzy, there's a whole thing where she actually does physical damage but poisons you, and then another attack does poison damage.
Okay.
I have separated them as well.
Mm.
Yeah, because I think that's a weird eccentricity.
Does
of that.
she actually knock the hat off his head?
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to?
Oh, I want to knock the hat off his head.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
domed him.
Okay. You knock the hat off of his head. Let's see. What did you? Okay. Oh, I don't know. How
It
that
falls in the
works.
water and it's ruined.
And then he limit
I
breaks.
cry out at him. I'm like, stop being so mean. You know.
+2. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you bap him real hard. And it even catches him a little bit and leaves like little cuts on him as the hat just gets torn off and falls onto the ground. He looks rather angry at that.
Oh.
You're gonna get attacked more.
I like that. Stop being so mean, please.
So that's end of turn and end of round. Yes.
Yes, it is. So it's to the top, and Marius goes first. He knows who he's attacking for one of these attacks in his multi-attack.
Oh God.
What's the other one go to? Okay.
Oh no.
So he seeing the hat fall to the ground, he just looks at you, Kestrel, and goes, "My hat!" and swings.
Okay.
Well, so 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
21 against our defense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just
that's
wondering
gonna
how it
hit.
got to a D12 at this point because we don't get that until level 20.
That's true.
I am
Unfortunately,
going.
NPCs.
I'm gonna
Oh.
fucking take this to my dome now.
Okay.
Would I be able to, or do I have to wait?
No,
again?
you have to wait till
You have to
you
wait
go
until your
again.
turn.
And you have to wait till I go
Everybody's
again.
jumping in front of me, man.
Yeah. So
You're a heavy hitter. We
It
gotta
should be
take care
it
of
should be
you.
noticed that in this huge amount of swings, he is also swinging at Rosalind. You were the other one I rolled in this multi-attack, so you are going to take that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that ends up being the high roll was 11. I rolled an 11 and a 9. That's why. So 21 bolt damage, and the two of you will suffer enraged.
okay.
And with that, it's now
I-
your guys' turn.
I'm sorry.
I have a reason to go for it first, but
So hold on. I took the damage, right?
No,
No,
I
you
did.
did not take the damage.
Okay, because I see Chris fiddling around. So I just wanted to clarify because there might have been things. So continue.
Steve, you good?
Yeah. Feel great.
Let's see. I think both of you are in crisis. I don't think it matters, but you both are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this will be the second time, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I have a reason to go first, but it's not for any healing reason, so if that needs to happen, then that needs to happen, but I have a different reason that I would like to go.
I think do your thing then.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the first time you guys are actually going to see the second Magisphere spell that I have.
Oh.
Nice.
And I am going to reinforce 3 people, and that's 15 total MP. And I'm going to make it so... let's see. We're going to make it so... Albus, Kestrel, and myself are immune from being enraged.
Oh.
Is
So he's
that
getting 15 MP?
Yeah, that's
15
15 MP, and now we cannot be
Oh, for the
enraged.
3 of
For
you?
the
Very
whole
cool.
scene?
For the whole scene.
Ooh,
Oh.
nice.
okay?
Yeah. Is that how you want to spend it? I don't know that I don't know that I see the wisdom in putting it on Kestrel. I don't think she's using her strength, but
Her strength? No, it's avoiding us from getting our defense down.
oh, I see what you're trying to do. Is it rate?
He's rolling 21, man. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. It's fine.
That's true. I could
It's
change
gonna
that to
break
so
out.
so we can't be poisoned.
I don't know. Up to you, man.
Which one's worse here? I'm not gonna tell you guys how to do things. I can't. It's Dex and Insight is enraged. Might and Willpower is poisoned. Yeah, I guess that depends on. Are you guys gonna? Do you feel the difference in your defense is gonna matter? Or do you feel like your ability to hit them is gonna matter? Because poison and tying to your might, depending on what you're swinging.
We got it. I gotta hit him, man. We gotta hit him.
Okay,
gotta hit
so
him.
we're immune from.
I mean,
Okay, so
if you want to block enraged, there's maybe an argument for it, but like Kestrel's attacking with willpower
Mhm.
mainly, so she
No.
probably needs
Mhm.
no. What are you swinging?
Insight.
Okay. Well, there's an argument for Kestrel to not be enraged then, I suppose, and then the same for
Yeah, but I have a
Sharp.
thing to block my own enraged. My camping ability it gives me the ability to block any status effect once.
Oh, so okay, maybe not Kestrel then,
Okay.
but Sharp at least if you want to block the insight loss because Sharp rolls double insight.
Yeah,
so
that would be good.
That's pretty. That's pretty.
and
pretty
I can't. With casting this thing, it doesn't make the poison go away that we have.
True. Well, no,
but
yeah,
I
it
can
does.
cleanse it.
Well, wait. Is it saying they're immune to it?
They are
Hold on.
immune from it going forward. So I would need to cleanse it, and then
Does it say they can't gain it, or they're like immune to the status effect?
They're immune to the status effect.
Then it should
I would
get
probably
rid of it, right?
argue. I would. Okay, so the argument would basically be that like
I had to look this up with the Discord, and I'm like, they specifically mentioned that if you can't get they have to. If you can't, it affects them going forward. It doesn't affect or take the status effect away.
what? Honestly, it's a weird ruling. I would have said that you ignore the effect, but then like if the poison effect was supposed to last for like a week and not just a scene, then it would just pop back up at the end of the scene. Is what I would have said. You're immune to poison, but you still have poison. Is what I would have said. But if that's how they want it to work, then sure, it can stick around.
Well, yeah, you're immune to poison, but you still are poisoned. So the dice
Well,
side is.
But
low
so what? But
right
you're
now.
doing enraged, right? I thought for insight.
Yeah. So which one do you want to do? Do you want to do enraged and insight? Because if that's the case, then enraged is dexterity and insight. So
okay.
you. I mean,
right? Oh, okay. Did I?
Yeah,
have
so I'm
that,
not gonna,
did
like-
I have that weird. Okay. Yes. Then.
Okay, so if
Yes.
enraged is Dex and Insight, then people that use Dex or Insight for their attacks would probably be better targets.
Sharp,
so you may
Kestrel.
want to. Well, Steve, what do you roll?
I mean, I rolled Dex, but I'll take it, but I do so little damage that I think it's better off not being me.
Well, is there somebody else, since Kestrel can at least cleanse one of these things for free if she happens to get enraged?
I mean, it should definitely be Sharp. It can be me, and I don't know, Albus, you would probably attack with Might when you do attack.
Put a D10 in his Dex.
Dex.
Oh, Dex.
Oh,
Dex.
so then maybe Albus.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
then
this
Those
is
sharp out.
Steve Sharp.
Yeah, mine is Dex and Insight
Oh,
for
then-
my cleaver.
Okay.
yeah.
Sharp, Albus, and Steve.
Stevie boy.
I mean, it might be worth it just to get some damage out on the field,
Yeah.
especially if
That's
you
true.
can start proccing those
Do
vulnerabilities.
you guys want me to
with Steve.
deal damage? I have them ready.
Well, you just did this buff though, right?
Oh,
So next time,
or I could revert, take that away and deal the damage. I always have a way of dealing poison damage, and a lot of poison damage.
so I mean, if you're gonna do this, you might as well do it now,
Do
early.
some damage, yeah.
Okay.
So we're not doing the immune thing.
No,
I'm not
he
doing the
is.
immune thing.
I think.
No.
No.
No, you can't do
Oh, he's
that.
doing damage.
Doing-
Okay.
I'm doing damage.
did we-
All right. So
what did we
I
just
don't
do
know
that
why we did it.
Okay.
It's
We're
so
good.
long.
okay.
Jerking him around.
So I have a perfect. I guess that works. Oh, there's a 9 and a 16. 9 would be one enemy. 16 would be you and every ally present on the scene. So I could restore health. 30 hit points, 30 mind points to everybody. Or, alternatively, deal 20 poison damage to everything on the scene.
Everything on the scene.
Every
So
enemy.
that would
every
include
enemy,
us.
every enemy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
20 would be 40 at least for one of them. So that sounds pretty good to me.
Okay, we'll deal damage. That is 20 poison damage to every enemy on the scene.
Nice.
And that cost me a trade point.
But what is that?
Now,
Like, what did you do? What's the attack?
the attack is a gadget. I did, and I can show you guys here, because I think I put it in here. Advanced Alchemy.
Oh.
It would normally cost me 4 inventory points, but because I took Merchant, I can use 1 trade point to negate the cost of up to 4 inventory points.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
So you make a potion,
Yes.
and you basically, you toss it on them?
Yes.
So you
Don't use
toss
the
it at both of them, and it's this caustic, poisonous potion that sort of puffs all these fumes all over. And as Marius, they get all over Marius, he starts like swatting and swinging, and he's just like, I hate it. But Minzy, on the other hand, just
Ah,
yeah.
damn.
And she absorbs it, and gets healed by 40.
Mhm.
Oh, so
Okay.
she. Wait, by
No, by
40?
20.
By 20. Or when.
Well, that's true. By 20.
Okay. It doesn't matter. She's going to be at full
I
health.
don't
But
think
she's
we've
at
done
full
any
anyway.
damage. I
She's
don't
at
think we've
full.
done any damage.
We
to
did.
her anyway.
You
We
have
did
done
9.
a small
Burned
amount.
things.
We did 9 damage, but that's okay.
Mhm.
That's small fry. Small potatoes.
Alright.
So yes, that is. So now it is their turn. And Minzy goes. Minzy's like, "Oh yeah, let's go, boys." Multi-attack. Who we going? We got some new targets up in here. Okay.
Sharp.
No!
Unfortunately, one of them is Gunnulf, probably because he just tossed a fucking thing. And the other one is Rosalind. I don't know why, but that is just what's happening.
I'm still hiding behind a
new
bucket.
targets.
Roz, how's your HP?
He's at 29. Or 60.
9.
Oh, I can just look at the screen.
Yeah, I was like,
I can look at the screen. So I'm gonna step in front. Wait, what is she doing with this, Jason? This is a.
She's pulling out her toxic blades, her little
Mhm.
blades that she's got, and she's doing some quick jabs between the two of them.
It's all fucking melee. Okay. So I'm gonna step in for Roz's attack. But I'm gonna step in with what's that fucking ability called? I'll tell you. It's called.
I'll tell you.
It's called
in a second.
Bodyguard. So
Bodyguard.
I recover 30 HP, and it's protect as normal. So I'm gonna recover 30, and then immediately take probably 40, but at least.
So it is an 18 to hit again, and then it is 20 physical damage.
Okay. Hey,
Nice.
And
Net 10.
and poisoned. If you guys were not poisoned already,
guess
the two-
what? Already
Gunolf-
poisoned.
Gunolf and Steve.
It's a waste.
Can't be
She's
double
wasting her
poisoned.
power on me. Idiot.
So that puts Gunolf in crisis.
And your shackles are off.
Yeah, they are. I have to roll some dice, don't I, Jason?
You do need to roll some dice.
No.
Okay. Willpower.
Wait,
Yep.
so why are you rolling dice? Is it because
Yeah,
he's in
just
crisis?
roll.
Whoa! Would you like? Yeah. What? He's very hurt, and I have a bond with him. So I'm feeling maybe a little too emotional
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, I like it.
And she-
Right.
Mm-mm.
extra.
They are unbound because I attacked.
Gunolf, if you had just protected yourself better, this would.
You just tried
This
harder.
one you didn't piss him off by throwing a bottle in his face.
So that's a 9. I have a tier 1 bond.
Tier 1 bond. I do believe that is enough. So I think you're okay for now.
Okay, and I go. Gunolf, you okay?
Once again, coughing.
Just kind of hyperventilating, just kind of wringing her arms and sort of, trying to keep herself together.
It's player turn.
Gunolf isn't gonna lie because we know how much you hate lying.
Yeah.
So he's coughing.
Now, if somebody has a group heal thing,
I got a great group heal right here for you.
that might be
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
I got 3 people who need some help. Steve, Roz, Gun, probably.
Makes
Or
sense.
do we
Rob.
want me to heal Albus?
I mean, I'm down more, but Albus has less HP. So
I haven't been attacked yet, so I feel like my luck is gonna run out here soon.
So what do we want?
I think do Steve, Roz, and
Gunolf.
Gun for now.
Okay, then I shall do that.
Now, do you need an arcane weapon to do your heal?
I do not. I only get bonuses if I have the arcane, but it's not
Gotcha.
currently arcane.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yay! Oh, it feels so good.
Nice.
I'm back in the
Hold
saddle.
on. Where's my heal? I gotta put it in the chat. There you go.
So that is 30 MP.
That is 30 MP.
Okay.
We are bleeding on. So, what do we have in terms of potions and stuff? Or is that just
Yeah, you have inventory
Okay.
points that you can use for potions.
Right.
Mhm.
because I'm gonna? Actually, I'll go next turn. But it's not our turn, so you can go, Jason. But
Okay.
I'd love to use a potion on Albus. Because with my turns, it's better used for that than attacking.
So, seeing who he's still angry at, and
Oh
seeing
no.
that some people are weakened, I mean, the reality is I'm randomly rolling pretty high here on these d6s. 5 and a 6, which is I just go by which your faces are. So that means Gunolf and Kestrel are eating this attack here.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
So that is a 16 against your defenses, which I'm sure hits.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that is 21 bolt damage to the two of you.
Okay. And once again, in crisis.
Ooh-wee.
No, whoa, gun off.
So
And you are both enraged as the black lightning flows into you. Your hearts race, and you can just feel angry.
I know. So I can cleanse that, but frankly, I think I should just roll my dice to see if I even pass the check with Gunolf anyway.
Okay.
Because if I don't pass it, then there's no point in talking about that. How do I open my damn journal? There we go. Roll.
Doubles.
Double fours.
But it's less. It's 8.
What's an 8, Jason?
God, well, I'm tempted to punish you for being enraged as this happens.
Oh,
So I'm gonna say it doesn't work.
okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's about to happen?
I'm gonna say you would have needed to succeed one step higher than normal. And
But I
you
can
did
cleanse
not.
the enraged, right?
Yeah, but like you're not though. And like, I mean, okay, are you gonna cleanse the enrage?
Fuck, I don't know. Oh my god, I thought I'd have more time.
I say go Super
No, we
Saiyan.
can- Well, let's we'll let it ride.
Don't kill them, kill us too.
God, my blazing glory.
Kestrel, hyperventilating. After getting hit, she's bleeding. Gunnel's bleeding. Everybody's getting hit like super hard, and she's just like, I'm in control. And in that moment, Kestrel's body transforms. She bursts out of her skin, her body transforming, muscles coiling over her clothes, her face distorting. The space between her fingers, between her middle and ring finger, rips apart. The ulna and radius bones separate, humerus breaking in half in a spray of blood, dividing the limb all the way up into the shoulder joint. The sinew wrenches apart, muscle fibers writhing like tentacles in the air. As one arm shoots up, in that motion, that one turns into a gigantic claw capped with 9-inch bird-like talons. The one below juts backwards and transforms into, bursting into a fan of sharp, pin-like feathers into eventually a fan of avian wings. Eventually,
Yes! Oh,
the
thank
world
God!
that you once
Fuck
saw
yeah!
is beyond recognition.
Damn.
The body I inhabit now is a mere mockery of human-like suggestion, masculine pectorals, human-like ribcage, but she is a monstrosity. She cocks her eyeless head back, now a hawk-like beak hanging off a crooked neck, and screams. Not a wail of a girl, but the cry of a hawk crossed with the ear-splitting screech of a freight train grinding to a halt.
With that,
And
Minzy
now we're
gives a very discerning. What the fuck?
Now, I was actually going to ask.
Yeah!
Yeah.
with Marius just slamming his fists together and going, yeah. He looks jazzed as fuck for about what this fight's gonna look like.
Loves that shit.
Fuck
He
yeah!
loves that shit.
I am, as this happens, I'll put my quirk in the chat. It is a very long quirk.
Yeah, it is.
It's forever.
Oh,
God.
Jesus Christ.
I wrote it. Look, it's gonna be a little long.
I
no.
know.
Bird.
But the important things
Oh,
are
no.
when I transform,
Ah!
Because I am transforming off turn, I ignore the MP cost to transform. I am set to my crisis score immediately, and I am enraged. My stats switch. I do not have the same stats anymore. And my Therium forms that I possess are Polypoda and I have to select my other character sheet now. Hold on. Magic classes, mutant.
You named this quirk Abomination, but I want you to know it's officially called You Wouldn't Like Me When I'm Angry. Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
She hulked out.
I need a
I
Snickers.
did. Is that helpful? Yeah, Thermophosis. So I have Polypoda and Terratheria. So I can fly, and I have multi-3 on unarmed attacks. Yeah.
So tell us the downside.
Yeah.
The downside is that I am in crisis and I am immediately enraged, and
Okay,
You
so
do not have
we don't need to
access.
worry about
That's it.
Full connection with us now.
I also don't have access to any of my Spiritus stuff anymore.
But we don't
So
need to
any
worry about you
spells that
attacking
she had.
us or anything.
Have you lost connection to us?
Who knows? We're gonna find out,
Okay.
right? By
Okay.
the way, I'd like to go next.
Great.
Wait, I can't.
You're
Can
gonna
I?
have a hard.
Fuck.
I mean, unless there's some special rule that's gonna give you an action this round. No.
No, I don't have a special rule, damn it.
Yeah,
But
but
I
you
am a
could
fucking
use
monster
one.
now, so.
That is so cool. I'm so happy that you had artwork
well, let's
already
see.
prepped for it too.
Yeah.
So fucking awesome.
I've had this for months. I was ready.
Yeah.
So didn't Marius just punch you? He did, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
He did just punch me.
So it should be one of your guys' turns.
it is. She's
You-
gone this
you-
round
you-
already.
I've already gone this
Yeah.
round.
Is she a new
True.
character?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
Oh, okay.
I am
We're
not
not
a new
doing
character.
whatever that is.
Do we now have 7 players?
No.
No. I'm
Yeah,
the
one
same
of you-
guy. I'm just a different kind of same guy.
Love it.